Since we are in Mexico, I'm gonna take advantage of time and make some delicious, authentic enchiladas michoacanas. Before we head to the ranch, we need to tackle a crucial step that requires a blender, a key component we won't have access to in the midst of nature. The red sauce is the star of the show, bringing harmonious balance and flavor to each bite. While I remove seeds and stem from the guajillo peppers, my aunt expertly toasts them until fragrant while also avoiding bitterness. A quick rinse in the pila, a concrete basin used for storing water, removes any lingering dust from the naturally dried peppers. We have plenty of room to do so. Typically, the peppers need to be rehydrated, but we need to get moving, so the blender is gonna have to do most of that job. Transfer the chiles into a blender along with water, aromatics like garlic, salt, cumin, and oregano. We blend until the skin breaks down completely. Patience is key, as the guajillos need to fully surrender to the blades. If some bits remain mainly from the chili skin, no worries. We will strain it or blend in batches if your blender is too small. Upon arriving at our destination, we dive into cooking a whole chicken in water with aromatics. The chicken is already cooking. I can see it start to simmer. I'm gonna add the aromatics, which is 1 onion, a head of garlic, and I'm just gonna slice that end off so we can expose those garlic cloves. Typically, these are served with potato and carrots on the side, so I'm gonna take care of the potatoes and my aunt is gonna do the carrots. And as you know, I like to leave that skin on for that extra fiber. The potatoes are gonna get cut into medium pieces. We forgot the peeler, but that is not an issue here with my aunt. Once she's done, we're gonna go ahead and cut them into the same size as the potatoes because we do want them to cook as evenly as possible. I'm gonna add those carrots in with the potatoes because it's really hot here, so we want them to remain fresh. Today we're cooking everything with pork lard. Ooh. Once the lard melts, we carefully add the drained potatoes and carrots, tossing them to coat in that rich fat. You've got your high heat and then I'd say medium to medium low. Achieving the ideal heat is crucial to browning without overcooking, ensuring tender but not mushy pieces. It's all about adjusting the heat. Let's add some salt to that chicken. Oh yeah, this is looking beautiful. This is how women in Mexico dice up the onions. I should probably learn. Look at that skill. My grandma is the same way. Even my mother knows how to do it this way. We're about to add the enchilada sauce to the potatoes and carrots, but we have a secret, or I guess a tip for you, abuelita. ¿Qué es lo que hace que la salsa sepa muy rica?
Pues yo lo único que le pongo es los ajos, pero sin pelar.
Sin pelar, that's a great tip.
Los ajos sin pelar y orégano. Es lo que se
mucho orégano.
Mucho orégano.
A lot of orégano.
Es lo que lleva el chile para las enchiladas.
Y queda delicioso.
Sí.
Muy rico. Bueno, échale ahí su salsita.
Va a quedar
delicioso. This right here is looking amazing. And what else? I mean, I'm cooking with my grandmother and my beautiful aunt. What else could you ask for? Let me do a little more salt. This is the same sauce we're going to be using for the enchiladas. ¿Sabe qué falta? El repollo, tía, ¿verdad? My aunt is going to tackle some prep, soaking the shredded cabbage in a lime water mixture to keep it fresh and tangy. Let's remove all of these because we're going to use this comal to saute that chicken in the sauce as well. I'm telling you, this is a feast. If you see me crying at any point, it's okay. I'm just having an emotional moment with the smoke coming out of this thing, but it is all good. Chicken's done. I'm just gonna remove it. And look, we have the feet and everything here. We're talking the liver, the neck.
Pretty much the whole chicken.
Even the head, you guys. I'm not gonna show you, but we have the head in here. Ay, ese pollo looks so good. I'm just gonna set this aside because we are also using the broth. Add some of that enchilada sauce into the chicken as well. Get it coated. Oh, that sauce takes center stage, and its greatness is important to the enchilada success. It's time to brown the chicken in a bit of lard, allowing the sauce to deepen in flavor. Since the chicken is already cooked, it won't be long over the fire, so high heat is crucial to achieve that perfect brown color. Just flip them as soon as they're ready, and I need all of the flame I can get, or just enough to get around the food without those flames getting in the way. Meanwhile, let's take advantage of the leftover wood charcoal to cook the tomatillos for that salsa. First, we need to mash the garlic. According to my grandma, the secret is to leave the peel on for extra flavor. Add a pinch of salt and some ground guajillo rehydrated with water since we forgot the peppers. Once the tomatillos are cooked and charred, mash them into the salsa as well. Enchilada time! We're starting with the lard, just melted over the comal. Dip the corn tortillas into the guajillo sauce until fully coated, then slightly fry them over the lard. Cook as many as your pan or comal allows. Once pliable, flip and add the finely chopped onion and crumbled queso fresco to half of that tortilla. Fold and allow those edges to slightly crisp up on the outside, but still remain soft on the inside, the perfect balance. This also gives that cheese time to soften. Flip again for an even treatment on both sides. Now is also a good time to reheat the potatoes and carrots. These are ready to go into the plate. Oh my goodness, I wish you could smell this. I wish. Those hot potatoes, we're gonna do them on the side. Oh. These enchiladas shine on their own, but let's do some toppings. Top with drained cabbage, crema mexicana, crumbled queso fresco, salsa, pickled jalapenos, a piece of chicken, and this is optional even for locals. Pour some hot broth over the enchiladas, which was kept warm over the open flame. Everything comes together beautifully. We're ready to taste. We split a plate because we are just waiting for that moment where we get to sit down and enjoy enchiladas with our family, but we have to let you know how these are.
Yes.
It's a must. It's the taste test all the way from Michoacan, Mexico, and I hope you're enjoying our trip. Let's do this. It's something else. For me, that chicken broth is doing wonderful things. It does change the texture a little bit, but look, try it because I know you're gonna fall in love with it. It is a very traditional thing to do here. So good.
This is so good.
I would take off my hat, but the hair.
It's probably gonna be a mess. To have these enchiladas, you have to do what you can. Make the effort. Come all the way to Michoacan just to have this.
The cheese we're using, it's queso fresco, but it's kind of semi-dried. It has really wonderful salty tones. It almost reminds me of cotija, so that's definitely something you could use at home. This is so delicious. And then you get some of that chicken on the side. It's a full meal.
I'm just tasting.
Right? Thanks to everybody. Thank you so much. Until the next one. Bye, everyone.